Publicists, who worry about their high-profile clients being hit with false allegations. Ben Affleck apologized to actress Hillary Burton after an old groping claim surfaced. Photo Chris Pizzillo, Envision app that's a crock, scoffs activist Melissa Silverstein, founder of the Women in Hollywood website, which advocates for parity across the entertainment industry. It's still so difficult for any woman to come out. It does not benefit you. It's not something that you do lightly. It's something that you weigh very, very heavily. More notably, she says, the jig is up on Hollywood's pervasive culture of toxic masculinity. These white men all benefited from the status quo, she says. They have the privilege of not having to see these things. So the damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't buy any of that. Denials vary from lies to grossly naive. A disintegrating status quo is why this particular scandal has become a nightmare for the testosterone-fueled showbiz industry, says Eric Schiffer, chairman of Reputation Management Consultants in Los Angeles. Many powerful men haven't said a word because they don't want to add to the power of this movement, which is terribly sad and unfortunate, he says. He's skeptical when high-powered stars and executives say they knew nothing about Weinstein's alleged predatory behavior, calling some of the comments epic-scale lies and others likely true and grossly naive in the way they perceived their surroundings. One-on-one, candid insiders like Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi will cut through the controlled silence. Everyone has heard these stories for many years, the New Zealand director, who has never met Weinstein, told USA Today recently, and no one has done anything about it until now. It's so crazy that this stuff can go on in the background and people can go, oh, I never knew. In fact, when he arrived in LA, my impression of Hollywood producers was they all tried that, he said. I've been to cafe where I've heard sleazy guys beasing young, pretty actresses about being producers. I find it really gross. The truth hurts. But it's working. Where do men go from here? Read primers. Listen to women. Create the environment so this can change, says Silverstein. And own it. If you've done it, own it. Coming clean and apologizing is the one strategy that seems to be working. Ben Affleck apologized to actress Hillary Burton when an old groping story surfaced on Twitter recently. Last week, George H.W. Bush apologized through a spokesman for having patted women's rears. Halperin issued a lengthy apology on Twitter Friday, owning his past behavior. Close George Clooney says he hopes something good will come out of allegations of sexual abuse against Harvey Weinstein, with Julianne Moore and Matt Damon looking for accountability. October 23 app several who worked with Weinstein have vowed to do more. Kevin Smith, who built a career off Weinstein's influence, announced he will donate residuals from films like Clerks and Chasing Amy to Women in Film, a non-profit that advocates for women in the industry. Tarantino called for other guys who knew more to not be scared, he told the New York Times. Don't just give out statements. Acknowledge that there was something rotten in Denmark. Vow to do better by our sisters, and Clooney says it's time to strip Hollywood of its safety net. What we hope is that this is a watershed moment for us as a society, the Suburbicon director told USA Today, where women feel safe enough to talk about this issue, feel believed. And where men who are committing these crimes, these violations, don't feel safe, and feel as if they do these things, they are going to be outed, they're going to be sued, they may even get litigated, maybe even go to jail for it. If we can get to that point, then we've actually succeeded. Read or share this story https://usat.ly2zph3v3